We're going to briefly discuss artificial intelligent chatbots. Hello everyone, this is Rick with Cybernetics, and today we're going to demo Google's chatbot named Bard. We'll give a brief explanation of chatbots and then show you the chatbot in action. What is an AI chatbot? Well, these chatbots have been set up to interact dynamically with humans in a conversational way, such that you think you're actually talking to a human being. These language models have been based upon bringing information across the internet into the model, learning from that information, as well as having conversations with multiple cultures and languages across the planet. It's important to understand invariably these models are going to be biased. The creators have biases. So the people who designed it and filtered information, gave it some information, filtered out other information. So it's not a neutral party. It's not just taking all the information and presenting you thoughts and ideas. There's also a built-in bias based upon the way the thing has been programmed to convincingly tell you information that might be presented in a factual way. In actuality, that information could be completely false or errant. Some really neat things can be done with these models. Creating dynamically computer code, can write an essay based upon a framework that you lay out, can tell you stories, can also write music. One of the more practical things for me was the ability to be able to ask it complex questions and explain it in a simple manner. For example, if you wanted to understand quantum computing, you could say, explain to me quantum computing like I'm a 10-year-old. Using that idea, I decided to let the chatbot explain to me what it was based on the fact that I'm a 10-year-old. So let's see what the result was when we asked it. Explain how an artificial intelligent chatbot works like I'm a 10-year-old.
After being born, we interact with our environment, learning through experience. We see things, hear things, and do things, using this information to build up a model of the world in our minds. This model allows us to make predictions about what will happen in the future based on our actions.
So that's interesting. So they're emulating, just like a human builds a perception of the world around it. They're doing the same thing with artificial intelligence to build their understanding of the world.
Artificial intelligent chatbots using natural language processing, based on neural networks, understand a model of the world much like humans by learning through interactive conversations. These chatbots use machine learning to improve their responses over time by analyzing these conversations in the context of all information available to the chatbot.
Now, I think that's a little complex for a 10-year-old. I think it might be more appropriate for like maybe a 14-year-old, but in essence, they're giving you a simplified explanation of what they are. So what I did is I took that explanation and I posted it back into Bard to see what kind of a reaction it would have to its own explanation.
That is a very accurate description of how AI chatbots work. They are able to learn and improve their responses over time by interacting with humans and analyzing the data from those interactions. This is what allows them to become more and more human-like in their conversations. One of the things that makes AI chatbots so interesting is that they are constantly evolving. As they learn more about the world and about humans, they are able to become better at understanding and responding to our needs. This is why I believe that AI chatbots have the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with computers. In the future, I believe that we will be able to have natural, two-way conversations with computers that are just as intelligent and engaging as conversations with other humans.
That's a little bit scary when you think about it, because as isolated as people are now behind their social media devices, think about that. If they can now interact with these devices in a natural human sort of way, is anyone going to have an incentive to have a human relationship with anybody anymore? It's like, no, I have a relationship with my device. So if you think about that, it's a little bit scary. Generate computer code for a 12-character minimum login for a secure password.
Sure, here is a sample code for a 12-character minimum login for a secure password. This code will prompt the user to enter a password. The password must be at least 12 characters long and must contain a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. If the password meets these requirements, the code will print a message saying that the password is strong. Otherwise, the code will print a message saying that the password is not strong and will ask the user to enter a new password.
Tell me a funny joke.
Sure, here's a funny joke. A man walks into a library, approaches the librarian, and asks for books about paranoia. The librarian whispers, "They're right behind you." I hope you find that joke funny.
Write a poem about a headless bird.
A headless bird, a sight to see, flapping its wings, unable to flee. Its neck is gone, its head nowhere to be found. As it flies around, it makes a sound. A sound of pain, a sound of sorrow, a sound that will stay with you tomorrow. The bird is lost, it knows not where to go, it can only fly, it can only know.
That's a wrap of our introduction to Google's artificial intelligent chatbot Bard. Please like and share our content. This supports our efforts in helping others with technology, and have a great and wonderful automation day.